Hello and welcome to another episode of KentCoarseGerman. Today I'm going to be going through my tackle box as I promised in the first video. Yes, so let's get started. Firstly, I just wanted to show you that I'm starting the plan for a day in the life of a German. That video will be up within the next couple of weeks, depending on when exactly I can sort of find some time to film it. My school work is quite hectic at the moment. Hello GoPro viewers, and you as well. You can't see the GoPro up there, but basically I am going to be filming this from two perspectives. Got the GoPro right in front of me so you can see my face, and the camera up there so that you can see what's going on in the box. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Then it goes off after a minute. Seriously? Well, that's just very rude. Right, let's try that again, seeing as the big camera decided to just turn itself off. I have no idea why. Highly infuriating. Bad Canon. Right, hello and welcome to my tackle box thingy. Take two. Yes, this is the Gray's Prodigy tackle box. I've had this for about a year and a half now. It's a really sturdy box, lots of space for various items, and let's just get straight into this. We have here two clips you pop open to stop it opening in transit. You fold the lid back, and then the first thing sort of greets you. The main thing is this Gray's Prodigy rig board, if I can get it in shot. Yes, it's a very nice rig board. It has lots of different coloured pegs that you can use to sort of keep the rigs straight. Yes, and I use the coloured pegs to differentiate between hook sizes. So here we have size 8, and we have size 6, I need to make some more size 6. We have size 4, and then it's double-sided, as you can see. On this side we have size 10s. That is a really long surface rig. And then here we have some very small size 12s and 14s, just hooks to nylon that I've bought over time. That I use very infrequently for my sort of, if I ever go match fishing. Then one of my favourite features about this is these sort of little boxes. Yes, you can see them now, very good. I have no idea how good this video is going to be. Which you can put your little various individual pieces of tackle in. I've got these two, as you can maybe see, are filled with corn, fake. This is the pop-up stuff. You know, sinking, I've labelled them so I know which is which. Efficient German coming into play here. What else have we got? We've got here some bait stops and some corn stops. These are Avid Carp corn stops. They are really good. They just add a little bit of sort of a little highlight of colour to your rig. Here we've got some bait bands, just cheap ones that I got from eBay. Underneath some Gray's Prodigy ones. I really don't like these, if I'm honest. I just sort of never got to grips with them. They are quite complicated, and I have ever used them, so they were a bit of a waste of money. Can't say I recommend them, but each to their own. Here we have some rig beads, just brown, green and black. 6mm, just soft things, I just use them every now and then. Gray's Prodigy bait anchors, again, not very handy. They're meant to be really good for securing luncheon meat and things. But I've tried it with luncheon meat and they didn't work. Reeled in, wasn't anything there, so no faith in those whatsoever. Next we have some swivels. Just we have some plain, I think they're size 8. They're just your standard sort of normal carp fishing swivel. You can see them as well. I use those for my hair rigs or pop-up rigs, whatever. Then under those we have some smaller swivels, which are what I use for when surface fishing, because my Corda Cruiser controller float takes these, and it comes with one. If you lose that and you don't have any more, you're up the proverbial creek with no paddle, which is not great. Here we then have some small, I think like 5mm rig rings. Yes, I use those for pop-up rig. As you can see, this one here has a ring, just gives a bit more movement really. Empty box. Some more bait bands. I won these in the Angler's Mail. Yes, you write them a letter. If they publish it, you get some bait stops. In these sort of boxes I have hooks and various hook-related items. These are the bigger boxes which come with partitions, 1, 2, 3 partitions, so you split it into 4 compartments, size 4, size 6, size 8 and size 10. At the moment I'm mainly using these quarter hooks, but also some of the Gardener Mugger hooks which I really like. They are essentially the same pattern. Here we now have 12s, 14s and fake bread. This stuff is so brilliant. I cannot stress how brilliant this is. This is good. This is good. You can see it as well, big camera. Because it will stay on the hook no matter how hard you cast. And that is just absolutely fabulous when you're fishing with bread. Because otherwise you've always got the worry, will it stay on? But with that, you've always got bread on the hook. Here I have some quarter mixer hooks. These are surface fishing hooks. I'm not entirely sure why I've got size 6s. They're a bit large for surface fishing in my opinion. Maybe if I go after the bigger carp. But they are really nice hooks. Nice and sharp. And they work really quite well. Underneath there, something up there, we have some foam. This is Zig foam, Gardener I believe. Black, red, white and yellow. With this you can just make fabulous combinations. My favourite is either black and white or black and yellow. I haven't actually really used the red very much, but it's good because it sort of imitates bugs when you're zig fishing. And obviously anything natural is always good because it's a natural food source for the carp, so they're not as wary of it. Nash Klingon tungsten putty in silt, good stuff that for when you're fishing with a pop-up rig, or just you want to just keep your rig pinned down to the floor. Here, bed clips, Corum bed clip systems, cheap ones off eBay, they're spares, use those, much better. Yes, that is it for the top of my tackle box, and I will see you in a second and I'll show you what's in my drawers. In this drawer we have, well I have, because it's just me, it's my tackle box. I have an assortment of cage and method feeders. These are just cheap method feeders from Kent Tackle, really good shop Kent Tackle. I can recommend it wholeheartedly, no affiliation, but it's just a really good shop. They have a great range of things. I've bought many a thing there, and they have a club card scheme which you can, if you buy enough stuff there, you'll eventually get money off vouchers, which is of course handy if you're trying to save some money. Here is my Korda Cruiser controller float, which I was telling you about earlier. It's really good. This is the medium-sized one. Really good for when you're fishing in the summer on the surface, you need to get a bit more distance. It's good, it's green colour so it blends in, and it's also got this little orange tip so that you can see it at distance. Also a plummet here, which is very handy when you're float fishing and you need to plumb the depth accurately. Not that I do that very much, I'm more of a sort of hit and miss person, but anyway. Now in this final compartment we have an assortment of little things. I'm going to start off with my shot. This is just a round container of shot with various sizes going from SSG all the way through to number 8. I most use BB and AAA just because they're sort of the most handy sizes, but obviously if you're trying to trim a float nicely you need some of the smaller stuff. It's really good having one of these things because then you don't have to carry around lots of individual pots. Again, German efficiency. Can't stress how important it is to be German and efficient. But yes, it's just really handy. Merlin is always begging for my shot. It gets quite annoying. Here we have some Avid Carp green marker elastic, if I could hold it. This is good stuff. When you're fishing at range you can tie it onto your line when you've cast out, and that way if you have to when you unclip your rods you can always then find your distance again by just casting out, reeling it back into the point where the elastic is and then clipping up to that point. Really handy stuff. You could just use normal pole elastic, but I'm not a pole angler, so I use this specialised carp stuff. Yeah, may have been hooked by the marketing. This is my main hook link that I use, Korda End Trap in the £15 variety. Weedy green, it is really nice stuff. You can strip it really easily,
It's nice and strong. You get a fair bit on the roll. 20 meters, I think it is. I've had this for a year and a half now, and I've only used about half of it. But I think it's really nice stuff. It's probably just as good as any other braid, but I just like it very much. Bit of a PVA refill. I do use the corded PVA system, but this Fox PVA, the refill is much cheaper, and so I use it instead of the corded stuff. Just simples, really. Pliers, essential, really. Don't need to tell you why. Oh dear. Swiss Army knife. This is quite an extensive one. Scissors, couple of knives, a saw, bottle opener, tin opener, corkscrew, and a couple of other things. And then on this end, these are my little 9 snips. They are very handy. You can just snip the line, as the name implies, and your line is cut. This is a Fox latch baiting needle. I'm a great fan of latch baiting needles. Don't know why, just personal preference, I suppose. That was meant to happen. And it's yellow, so it's easy to see. I got Moen one of these for Christmas because he's always losing his baiting needle. I'm hoping he'll somehow manage to keep that one. Boilie drill or pellet drill, depending on what you use it for. If you have hard boilies or pellets and you need to hook them or hair rig them, this is essential. Disgorger, of course, again essential, don't need to tell you why. And finally, this is a braid stripping tool and a knot tightening tool. Really, really useful. I'd be lost without it when making rigs. Can't tell you how much this has helped me. Yes, and that is about it. Well, that's it for the tackle box video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I found it quite good to show you. I've noticed I need to refill a few things, some hooks and some other things. Yes, please like and subscribe. Like because it makes me feel good, and subscribe because then you don't miss any videos. Yes, Day in the Life of a German should be out in the next couple of weeks. You saw the plan, didn't show you all of it, can't give away all the funny bits, that would ruin it. Yes. See you people later. Maybe you've noticed my nice new haircut. Yeah, had that done yesterday. Very good. Nice and short again. Doesn't get in the way. Efficient Germanness again prevails. Right, I've got to put it all back in now. That'll take me a few minutes and then go and put it away.
Hello GoPro viewers. Hang on.